What's up, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the MoYu Hualong. This cube can be purchased for $14 from cubesforspeed.com, which is a pretty average price point for cubes these days. The Hualong is marketed as a 57mm cube, but I found it to be just a little bit smaller than other 57mm cubes on the market. This seems closer to 56mm, but it's really not noticeable at all when solving. This has a very similar feel to the Yuying, except it's a bit less crunchy and more smooth. It's a very good balance between smoothness and crispiness, but it definitely leans more towards the side of crispy. It's a very light cube and feels very airy when you turn it, but one downside is that this doesn't feel very stable. On my current tensions, it feels a bit flimsy, which causes lockups. But I have tried other Hualongs, and this seems to be because of my tensions and not the cube. But be warned, this is definitely not as stable as something like an Hualong version 2. It's also very fast. It's not nearly as uncontrollable as the Guanying was, but it's still very fast. Out of the box, it was a bit hard for me to control, and even after looping it with Traxxas 50K, it's a little bit more controllable, but it's still hard for me to control at times. The design really isn't anything special. MoYu seems to have taken what they already had and modified it just a little bit to make a new cube. The edges resemble an Hualong a little bit, but the corners have a slightly different design. They are hollowed out, which I haven't noticed affect performance at all. It just contributes to that light, airy feel that you get when you turn it. I've done a few thousand solves on this cube, and I have yet to experience a single pop. I'm not sure I've even come close to one, and my tensions are set pretty normal. Corner twists are the real flaw here. They aren't as bad as something like an Hualong version 1, but they do happen, and in my case, it's maybe every 1 in 10 solves. Corner cutting is on par with most cubes these days. It's nothing amazing, but it's also no slouch. Regular cuts allow for a little over 45 degrees, while reverse corner cuts are 2/3 of a cubie. The stickers are standard MoYu shades, which are fine if you don't feel like replacing your stickers, but I've opted to replace them with my preferred shades. Gotta have that pink. Gotta have it. So what's my conclusion? I really like this 3x3, and I love how it feels. The only downside that I can really find is that it doesn't feel as stable as other cubes, which ultimately might be what prevents this from being my main. I really like to have my cubes be stable, so for me this is a slight deal breaker. But if stability isn't as huge a thing for you, and you liked previous cubes such as the Liying and Yuying, you'll absolutely love this cube, and it's a nice upgrade. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.